We are live.
Howdy, gentlemen. It's been a while.
Sure has. Sure has. Too long. Far too long.
Yes, the after football season, it's always like that brief period of, well, what is the meaning of life anymore? Fortunately, this year we obviously have a lot going on. World Cup's just around the corner. March Madness is just around the closer corner, and then we've also got free agency that kicked off. I guess as you're listening to this, probably 2 days ago, but Monday. They wasted no time. But boys, what's been going on? It's been a minute since we talked. We can get into the free agency in a second. What's new?
I've just been battling post football depression. Yeah, not much is new. Crazy time of the year for everyone. I think you kind of try to take a step away from football, and then now I already miss football again. So that's kind of where I'm at in life. You know, I was like, cool, it's over for about 10 days. And now it's this sucks, dude. What the fuck is wrong with the world? So, and we went to war with Iran. We did go to war with Iran. See, this is pure sign. Once football ends, we go to war. So, like, that's, I'm not going to say there's a direct correlation, but there's kind of a direct correlation.
Yeah.
So,
John
just going
Harbaugh
to throw
said
that
the
out
human
there.
body craves contact. So, whether that's nuclear or we should get off this topic. I don't know.
I will say the extra hour of sunlight this week has been feels like we're getting out of that depression. Feels like we're getting out of that decompression zone. So
It does.
that's been
but
nice. That's been my highlight of the week.
Have y'all changed any of your clocks yet? Because my phone and my watch are updated, obviously, because they're connected, but microwave still messed up. TV, I guess is right. Oven,
Oh yeah, you got to go one by one.
Yeah.
Oven's the tough one.
I'm not even home, so I'm out here in fucking Seattle. Ended up in like a pod hotel room.
Behind you? Is that a balloon animal on your shoulder?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure,
Hold
man.
on, can
Are you at an art show?
Lean to the right for us. What is that? Is it a balloon
Listen,
animal?
guys, I'm in a pod hotel room. Like, this is like the bed just goes up against the wall over here. Like, it's an
That's
interesting
beautiful.
little place.
Are
I
you
thought it was a
traveling
normal
for work?
hotel. Yeah,
Dude,
traveling for work in Seattle.
They got you on a budget.
Yeah, tell them to
Well,
put you up.
I thought it was. We're in a Citizen M, and we're like a block from the Space Needle in Seattle. And I was like, oh, it seems like a cool spot. I'd never stayed at a Citizen M before. I don't know if I'm gonna be back. Yeah, it's a Marriott property, so I wanted to check it out because I've never been to one. It's not off to the best showing. There's no parking garage. I'm parked in some weird spot, so that was a whole ordeal. We'll see how angry my boss is with me when we go down for dinner here in a couple hours about the hotel room situation.
Oh, you booked your
Only
boss's
2 pills.
hotel too?
Yeah.
Did they spend all the money on the airfare?
Well, no, it's not. They don't like. It's just I picked this hotel. I was like, oh, it's a new one. I've never tried it. And sometimes you fuck up. That happens. That's on me. The location's good.
They got them in Asia.
Yeah. So
I think everywhere.
it's not really a pod hotel room. Like it's a full hotel room. It's just a little bit smaller than you're used to.
Honestly, bed, TV, toilet, that's kind of all you need these days anyway.
So
All right. So
It's all right.
Real quick on the clocks thing, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all's cars update automatically?
Nope. Got to change that.
My
can't
Very easy
remember.
fix, though.
my car
Very easy.
No, my car updated automatically.
What year's your car?
2014, I think. 15, 14.
That's impressive. That's impressive for a
I got in the car to
2014.
Go to work on Monday, and the clock was right. So either I've never updated it, which is possible. I could never. There's a chance that I just never changed it originally, and I've just been on the.
I'm going to go with that one.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
I'm gonna go with that one.
nah. The Acura RDX just updated itself. But I do want to say I apologize that I look rather homeless today. My hair's gotten a little bit out of control since football season. I came straight from the pitch. The boys are 1-0 so far on the season with a 5-1 shellacking of the Ray Farms, whatever they are.
Is this Bayern Munich?
The season. No, yeah, Bayern Munich maybe, but that's terrible.
The flow looks good. The flow looks good.
Yeah, I kind of dig it through the visor. Evan hates every part of what I just said.
Yeah, like I was actually gonna say you look good. I was kind of liking the visor look. Now I think you just look like a douchebag.
Well,
Just
listen,
horrible look.
At least I'm keeping it consistent because 9 out of 10 people would confirm that I am in fact a douchebag.
Well, we do need a mustache at some point for the season. I'm gonna say probably within the next week and a half. But that's just a personal opinion. If you're gonna be head coaching with a visor and shaggy hair, the mustache needs to be in play.
We'll get the mustache in play. I couldn't. I was told no mustache for the wedding this weekend. So for the listeners, all the boys are gonna be together in Charleston this weekend. We just kind of put together, all going to the same wedding. I don't think any of us have talked about it together yet. So maybe we'll get some live content on the dance floor. Who knows? But yeah, the boys will be together.
Hopefully not. That might not have to be hidden behind the way.
Yeah, we'll try to keep it low key.
I don't know if that should see the light of day.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a good time. Shout out to Kevin and Heather. Super pumped to celebrate y'all. But boys, nobody tuned in. It's not nobody asked about the wedding. It's not nobody asked about my coaching season. Nobody asked us about our sports takes, and there's been a lot of sports. A lot of sports adjacent things has happened. I think all three of our teams have been pretty involved, at least in the early stages of free agency. Ab, I saw y'all got one across the line today. Where should we start with free agency? Because it has, it's going.
Man, I mean, I feel like Max Crosby was the one that kind of shot out of a cannon. I feel like that's been at least the biggest signing. Man, I feel like it's going to take the Ravens to the next level. I don't want to get ahead of my skis, but feels like the player they were really looking for. And might I add, a very fair trade, I feel like. Raiders got, some really good draft capital. I feel like they were ready to move on from Max Crosby. And no pun intended, I feel like the Ravens the Ravens, I should say, get their edge in Max Crosby. What do you guys think?
So, I guess my first question is, Ev, do you consider Max Crosby a significantly better player than Sauce Gardner? Significantly in every way possible?
At the current state of situation, yes.
Okay, current state, but Crosby's got 5 years on him. Crosby's
okay. Here's also the situation. Here's also I consider a defensive end a lot more of an impact on a game-to-game basis from a positional standpoint than Sauce Gardner. So is Max Crosby that much of a better player than Sauce Gardner? I don't know. Is he going to have a lot bigger of a direct impact on a football game than Sauce Gardner? Most likely.
Okay.
Don't forget Adonai Mitchell.
So you have shut up, Charlie. If we want to go that route, then the Ravens technically lost Tyler Linderbaum in that trade because they didn't have enough money to pay him, and the Raiders got him, best center on the market. So I'd much rather have traded Adonai Mitchell in 2 firsts than Tyler Linderbaum in 2 firsts. Just saying.
I feel like Linderbaum was already on the way out, right?
I mean, he was a free agent, and
he wasn't coming back. I mean, he wasn't coming back.
Not when someone else is going to pay him $80 million over 3 years or whatever it was.
There was just no world he was ever coming back.
It completely exploded the center market. Like the center market, not to go back to nuclear warfare, but the center market is Nagasaki, and that shit is no longer there. I mean, the Raiders just, granted they're making some moves, but the Raiders are spending the last couple days.
They kind of did what the Patriots did last year. Just dumped it all in the first day or two. Just put out some big deals. Got a lot of players, a lot of role players.
They're preparing for Mr. Mendoza. I think they're good. They're good moves.
So, I've been able to pull. I pulled something up on NFL.com. I think this might help us just walk through some of these moves here. I'll go ahead and share my screen. It's not the greatest. There's no real great spot, at least that I've found, to track free agency. Let me know when y'all can see my screen.
Yeah, I'm on the same thing, Boone.
Yeah, so I mean, just high level, we can run through the teams. AFC East is where we'll start. DJ Moore, big trade with the Chicago Bears, big trade. We touched on this a little bit earlier in the, I guess, maybe end of the season when we were talking about what's A.J. Brown's trade value to the Bills, what are all these players' trade value to the Bills. DJ Moore is not one that came to my mind. What are y'all's thoughts here? 2026 fifth is not a lot, in my opinion.
Sounds like the Bears just wanted to move on from him.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think it's better than what they had Bills wise. Like I feel like Josh Allen was kind of starving for a guy like this. I don't know if DJ Moore is really, going to be the one to push them over the edge and get them to that Super Bowl. But who knows? Like Josh Allen could take this guy to the next level. I will say I think DJ Moore's he's like 29 now. He's not as young as he once was. Yeah,
he's only 29.
But
that's not like for a fifth rounder, 29.
In receiver land, that's not young though.
I mean, it's not young, but he's the best.
It's not old,
receiver.
I guess, as well.
He's the best receiver that Josh Allen's had since Stephon Diggs the year prior to him leaving.
Yeah, that's what.
And I don't know, Ev, to your point, I don't know that the Bears were necessarily ready to move on per se. I think he just had a big salary. They've got 2 receivers on their rookie deals and have moves they need to make. So I think it was more like they're just trying to invest in the next wave of guys. I think this is a slam dunk move for the Bills, if I'm honest. But I love DJ Moore. I think he's a really good player. And I think he's going to open up a lot with some of their like speedy little slot guys that they have, especially if they can continue to run the ball as effectively as they have.
I just think it's a good move all around. I mean, giving up a second-round pick from him's okay. It's a mid to late second-round pick, and it makes sense for both teams. Like I just think this is a good deal all around. No one got fleeced.
Rare win. Next team we've got.
I think it's a good deal, but it's not like
I would say the Bills won because they got the 5th-round pick. Without the 5th-round pick, the Bears win. But it's either way, it's pretty close.
Yeah. What do you think if you take that 5th-round pick out? Is it a third? Is it just DJ Moore for a third?
I think you could do DJ Moore for a 2nd-round pick, just straight up.
Okay. I mean,
and like again, I think both teams could still be happy with it. I think that 5th-round pick just flips it a little bit. I don't know.
Fair enough. Next team, the winner of the Malik Willis sweepstakes. Tua out of there, signed with the Falcons on a 1-year deal. Yeah, so Malik Willis, Miami Dolphin. I still feel like they're going to take like who's that guy from Alabama? Ty Simpson or somebody like that in the 2nd round. I don't know that you can put all your eggs in the Malik Willis basket, but I do think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they get the Packers OC as their head coach? Or was it the Packers DC?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It was one of the Packers coaches, I believe. But yeah, Malik Willis, I mean, 67.5, $45 million guaranteed. That feels a little rich for a guy who's been good. He's been good in spots, but it's the same guy.
Serviceable.
It's the same guy that got let go in Tennessee. Now, did he get a raw deal? Probably, but I don't know. Where do y'all think about?
Are they going to keep Tyreek?
No, Tyreek's already out of there. I think. If not, he's
a free agent.
And his knee exploded.
Yeah,
or midway.
I know. I feel like with the Tua, are they taking a massive hit on Tua? I don't know if they're doing I think
it's the biggest dead cap hit in NFL history. It's like 90-something.
Yeah, so I feel like you're spot on. Like draft a quarterback maybe in a later round. See if you can make him like the longer term guy, and then see what Malik Willis does this year, and then in 2-3 years they could be back. But man, what a bad deal they have with Tua.
So Miami Dolphins released Tua Tagovailoa, resulting in a record-breaking $99.2 million dead money cap hit, split between 2 seasons.
And is that over 1 year? It's 2 seasons. Okay, yeah.
67.4 this year, 31.8 next year. Which at that point, why spend the 3 years, $70 million? Because your team is going to be so bad, you're going to get in the quarterback sweepstakes for next year's draft class, which looks to be better than what we have this year. But I mean, man, I'd almost.
I feel like you got to give the fans something.
I agree, but like the Sixers sold the process for like 7 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would want Tua up out of there, but I'm the kind of guy that wouldn't have paid Tua in the first place. But that's just me.
Right.
I am open for front office jobs, NFL, anyone listening. Ev, your boys. I love the Dobbs signing. What are your
don't.
No?
I'm not a Dobbs fan.
Why? Tell me more.
I also wasn't a Stephon Diggs fan. Wasn't a Dobbs fan. I just feel like Dobbs is never there when I need him to be there, when I'm betting on him. And so that makes me not like him very much. Don't want him on my team. He's not coming up in the big spots when I need him to for me betting. So that makes me believe he's not going to come up big for me on the field. I just don't think... I guess you're paying him a little bit less than you're paying Stephon Diggs. I just think Stephon Diggs is the better option.
Yeah, but
I feel like Dobbs is the better option.
I do too. I think they do different things also. I think
Dobbs looked great.
Dobbs to me is more
that's
an
just where I'm at with it.
receiver as well.
Hey, I hope I'm wrong. That's always my goal, to be wrong. Other than that, I've liked what we've done so far. I'm interested in the Draymond Jones signing. I really want to get Chase on back. That's the only other free agent I'm a little nervous about. Yeah. I would like Christian Gonzalez just to get locked up at some point so we don't have to worry about that going on.
Got to.
I don't really know much about these other two guys.
Elijah Barrett-Tucker's been around for a while. If he can stay healthy, I think that's a good move to bolster a line that we saw just get dominated the last time.
So the only concern I have there is he's generally speaking a guard. So we're having Jared Wilson moved to center from our left guard position. He's going to play his natural position at center. So it sounds like Vera Tucker is going to be our left guard with Will Campbell still on the left tackle side. So it sounds like that, based off this signing, that's the route I think we're going.
Okay. And that is guard money, it looks
now,
like.
I'm not...
Tackle money is much higher.
I'm not mad about that necessarily because, one, that makes Will Campbell have a rock on the inside of him, as opposed to a guy who wasn't playing his natural position last year and not there. But if Will Campbell doesn't perform well this year, he's a bust.
He's got to go inside.
Yeah, it's like he has this year to figure it out, and then he's got to go. But
short arms.
But yeah,
I still believe in Will Campbell.
I'm not dead on Will Campbell. Like I said, I think he
got hurt. Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of other things going on, but he has to recover this year. This is his last year. I don't care if he gets hurt again. Sorry. Stay healthy. It's the NFL. Get used to it. You get paid big boy money. You got to figure it out. But I'm confident Will Campbell. I think he has the right attitude. But I do think this signing shows, hey, we're going out and investing in you. Now it's on you. I mean, unfortunately, as a left tackle in the NFL, you can say all you want, but if you're the third overall pick, you're going to be put out on an island. You're expected to make those blocks day in, day out, game in, game out. So,
especially when you're the first.
No excuses this year. Too. You got to get it taken care of. And look at there's a lot of left tackles in the NFL that had a rough rookie year, so it's a big adjustment to get playing that game. A lot of times in college football, you're used to just being able to fucking bully the defensive ends for other teams. Maybe not so much in the SEC, but Will Campbell's still able to bully a lot of guys in the SEC at LSU.
He gets stronger.
So it just, one, you have to get stronger, but two, it's also you have to be more relying on your technique and not just, hey, I can just push this guy, or if I get beat by a step, I can recover and deal with it. These guys are too fast, too quick, too strong, have too good of moves. It's a lot more of a chess match, in the NFL than it is in college. When you're going up against an elite pass rusher.
Yeah, my only.
They're so good at so many moves.
Yeah, my only thing on Will Campbell, and we touched on it in the pre-draft show last year. I only watched him really play the one time against South Carolina, and he, unless I'm misremembering, which is possible because I was super sober that game, he didn't offer a ton for me against Stewart and Kennard. Whereas when we played Missouri, Armand Membu had them in absolute purgatory. I thought he was the best tackle. I thought Will Campbell might have. I still think Will Campbell's going to be good. I just thought Armand Membu was better, which I believe he was drafted by the Jets. Geno Smith, back in town. I mean, this is just like a
Back home.
This is just like a who cares? Who cares? They have 5 first.
Did you guys see the?
Years.
I'm
Did you
I'm
did you?
I'm
did you see the
officially
Chiefs
on the
theory?
Jets until the Jets change their team name. That I am not going to consider them relevant.
Fair. What are you saying, Chuck?
Did you guys see? I think a lot of people got sent-held, but there was a rumor going around, which I don't think it's like crazy implausible, but the Jets were offering like 5 first-round picks and something else for Patrick Mahomes to the Chiefs, and it got a little bit of legs, and people thought it was real, and then it turned out to be completely fake. But
5 first-round picks.
I mean, what? Yeah, it was like 5 first-round picks, and then I think it was Breece Hall as well before the Kenneth Walker trade,
Yeah.
and people caught on to it pretty. But I mean, Patrick Mahomes is 30, towards ACL. I feel like
Yeah, I
that'd
don't
still be
know,
crazy
giving up
to
5
trade him, but
first-round picks, though.
right,
Like,
like I felt like it wasn't. People were like, "Oh my gosh, how could you fall for that?" It's not like completely out of the question.
I don't know that you can make that trade like legally. I don't know that you can trade 5 first-round picks, but listen, I know Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
But their draft capital.
I know Patrick Mahomes is that guy. He's the best quarterback in the league right now, when healthy. 5 first-round picks, a 30-year-old guy coming off an ACL. I'd have to think about it. I don't. Couldn't say. But I'm also confident.
Let's get moving on past these Jets.
Okay, Breece Hall, free my man. Inigbar. This is the one that's weird for me. Is Tavondre Sweat. We play the Titans twice a year, and I am pumped to see the back of this motherfucker because he is massive, he's mean, and he stops with the run. I'm not sure if Jermaine Johnson makes me nervous yet or not. I don't know if he's just got jet on him, but I'm happy that Tavondre Sweat's no longer in my division. And Minkah Fitzpatrick to the Jets as well in a trade. Dolphins are just trying to free up all kinds of cap space with this Tua hit. AFC North, we touched on Max Crosby. I don't think we need to touch anywhere else here. They lost Tyler Linderbaum, which we touched on as well. But anything else on these Baltimore Ravens?
They re-signed Lamar Jackson Jr.
Snoop?
$11 million. Yeah.
Don't hate that. He's a very good backup. I like that play.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too. Solid
same.
backup. I got nothing here. I think the biggest news coming out of Cincinnati is where Trey Hendrickson's going to go. And I was hoping it's the Colts. Now I don't think we can afford him. But
I do want to point out before we pass up the Bengals, Joe Burrow can't catch a break, man. That's now T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby coming at him 6 times a year.
Didn't even think
So-
about that. Jeez, brutal.
Have fun with that.
yeah, it's okay.
With his offensive line.
He's historically been really well protected, though, right?
Yeah. Free that man.
Yeah, for real. Get my man out of Cincinnati. Get my man out of Ohio.
It's the worst state in the country. We've said it for years.
We have said it for years. I got nothing on these here Browns. Don't care. Sorry, guys.
Ohio's a pointless place to be.
Pittsburgh Steelers making a lot of moves. I'm going to touch on this Michael Pittman.
Lot of moves.
Charlie, I'll pass the ball to you for Rico Dowdle here in a second. Michael Pittman, looking directly at you because I know you're a listener. We get the metrics. Thank you for 6 years of great service. I was bummed to see him go. I was pumped when they re-signed him last year. I thought that was a must sign last year for us. I was ready to see the back Alec Pierce and let Adonai Mitchell kind of step into that spot, have him on a rookie deal with Michael Pittman. Obviously, things change. I do think Alec Pierce is upside. We'll get to him when we get to the Colts, but they couldn't keep both. Pittman was. I'm actually surprised that they already re-signed him because it was either last year or the year before that they had just brought him, had just extended him another 2 years. So Pittman's been taken care of. I think he's going to really succeed there, depending on if they find a quarterback to throw him the ball. But Pittman has never really had a quarterback in 6 years. So he's literally had a new starter, I think, every single year he's been in the league. So I do feel for him. Really appreciate the years of great service. Good luck.
I think the Dean pickup could be good too before Charlie jumps into the Dowdle pickup. But I think the Dean's been a solid corner, second or third corner on the team. So I think it's a pretty good pickup for them as well. I think he'll slot in nicely in Pittsburgh.
Is he from the Pats?
Yeah, and they partner him with Joey Porter.
No, you're thinking of Carlton Davis there, Boone.
Sorry, I thought you said we when you were saying. I thought you said he was a good number 3 corner for us or something like that.
Oh no! He has been a good number 2 or 3 cornerback, and will be.
Yeah, Charlie, they stole your sweet boy.
Yeah, they stole my sweet boy. I mean, we've still got 2 great options. I feel like they signed him to good money as well.
Who are the great options? Who are your 2 great options?
Jonathan Brooks and Chuba.
Jonathan Brooks. Wow, I forgot.
I'm sorry. Good options. You lost your best option.
Yeah, you did lose your best.
Rico slowed down for us. No, we were using Chuba way more towards the end of the season.
But that's bad coaching. That's not that. It's bad coaching.
I mean, we're not going to ship him.
I would have kept Rico and shipped Chuba. I forgot about Jonathan Brooks though because he has not played a snap. It feels like.
Jonathan Brooks I think I don't remember what round we got him, and I know he got hurt pretty early. But he's a respectable back. He's got a lot of good upside.
He's
and I feel like it didn't really make sense to have all 3 of those guys. I mean, I know we paid Chuba, but it makes sense to not re-sign him. I would say like also on the Steelers front, Kenneth Gainwell had a great season for them.
He did.
So I feel like they if they re-signed Rodgers, like Gainwell was kind of his guy. Dowdle and Warren, I don't know. I feel like they're kind of they're not similar in stature, but they almost play similar to me, like in the way they just run so downhill. I felt like Gainwell paired with one of these guys was a little bit of a better duo. So I think that'll be interesting to see. Just take care of my boy Rico.
Yeah.
I do got to say, Pittman is the bigger deal for me. Like, when DK went out for those 2 games after punching that or missing, I guess, the punch on that Lions fan, their receiving core was just completely anemic, especially with Pickens gone. So I feel like Pittman paired with DK, like it's going to open up the field a whole lot. If they can re-sign Rodgers, Steelers might have a nice little team. We'll see.
DK is still on the Steelers, right? Looks like 4-year, 132 and 20.
Oh yeah, they said they signed him to a fat deal.
Yeah, so he's on the. That's a lot of money. 3 years, 59.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said when they first signed him.
They got almost $200 million between the 2, but Pittman and DK, I think, could play really well together. Pittman's not a burner.
I always think,
deep, but he is gonna do really well in the crossing routes, slants. He's quick. He's a big body. I mean, if they can keep Rodgers or if they can get a quarterback that can throw the ball, I do think that this is a good offense or can be a good offense. I love what Michael Pittman can do. He's about as sure-handed, tough receiver as there's been around in the last 3 or 4 years. Not ever, but
yeah.
I mean, he played with a broken back 2 years ago at one point too.
Did he really?
Yeah, I mean,
I think they still need like a short down guy. I think again.
If they can keep
Gainwell was that guy.
They might be looking to get Calvin Austin involved more on those short.
Calvin Austin felt like a burner though.
He did, but he's that's where they might need him in those short routes, or if he can just get up on the seam. I mean, Jaylen Warren's got good hands. He can still catch the ball. I mean, that's what his main role.
I love Jaylen Warren.
His main role was catching the balls out of the backfield when it was him and Najee, if I'm not mistaken. But,
yeah.
So I think that can still play.
Yeah. But we'll see what they do at quarterback.
Also, I think Rico could have a good fantasy year, so watch that as we move into next year as well.
All right. These boys, I'm not cool with what the Houston Texans have been doing. I don't like that they got David Montgomery. And they got fucking Braden Smith, who I don't think is going to be any good because he's been hurt for us the last 3 years, but watch, he's going to be awesome this year because they need. You can clearly tell what their focus was this year, and that's protecting C.J. Stroud. C.J.
They
Stroud
did a good job of it.
He was on the run a lot last year, and they couldn't run the ball very effectively either. Woody Marks had a couple good runs. No one has heard from what's his name, Joe Mixon, in about 12 months. So David Montgomery, I think, is going to some toughness. I'm going to miss him on the Lions, I will say.
Yep.
Yeah, didn't they? Yeah, we'll get to the Lions, but that duo is going to be missed.
Yeah. The one thing I am super pumped
Interested
about
to see how that affects Gibbs.
Yeah, you've got to think they'll bring somebody else in to just give him some rest. But
I think they got Pacheco.
oh, that's right, I did see that play. That was big. Yeah, we'll get to that.
I didn't want to jump ahead, but
The one thing that I did find out, the Texans were in the final stages with Mike Evans, apparently, to bring him in to the fold, which that would have been utterly terrifying. So thank you, 49ers. We'll get to you in a second. Danielle Hunter, obviously back. EJ Speed decided to leave the Colts last year to go be a backup for the Texans. He's a loser. Reed Blankenship, I didn't see that
Blankenship.
one through. He was the Eagles guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a big deal.
It's over.
Super White's no longer a thing.
Fair. Hey, Kai Kroger.
They broke him up.
Let's go.
Shout out Kai Kroger,
I'm about to root against
South
you.
Carolina legend.
Good for you, Kai. Let's get to the boys. Daniel Jones. I don't know that a lot of people would have been clamoring to pay Daniel Jones. I would have I would have just tried to pay him and franchise tag Alec Pierce, kind of push it off a year. Arden Key, good signing 2 years ago, maybe. They did lose Kwity Paye, I think, to the Raiders. Kwity Paye has stunk. He's not been able to get sacks. Not upset to see him go. I said when they drafted him that they fucked themselves by not taking Christian Darrisaw at left tackle. So I'm not really worried about Kwity Paye leaving. Zaire Franklin, that one hurts because he has led us in tackles, I think, since he took over for Bobby Okereke after he left for the Giants. So that'll be tough. We had to get Alec Pierce back. That's kind of all I can say about this one. After trading, if you trade Adonai Mitchell and then you don't get Pierce back, you really screw yourself. I think going forward, you're going to see Josh Downs take a lot more of those Pittman over the middle type routes, and you're going to see Alec Pierce continue to do what he does. But I do think he's going to expand his route tree a little bit instead of always just going deep. I think he's going to get a lot more creative on some of those routes. So I'm excited. It is nothing really matters until we see
Boone,
what it looks like.
Where's Phillip Rivers on this list? I don't see him anywhere.
Phillip Rivers is back in Alabama.
He's actually in the delivery room. His wife's having another kid. So
Yeah,
10 million guaranteed.
Yeah, I do really hate seeing Zaire Franklin though. Is gone. That's tough. He was. I mean, our linebacker room is so bad. I do think he, at times, was a negative impact just with his demeanor. But I mean, he's like 130 tackles a season, so that'll be tough to replace.
I'm just interested to see how your defense performs next year. I'll be interested to see.
Colts just got to stay healthy.
We gotta get Charvarius Ward to commit to playing another season. He had like 4 concussions last year, so I got nothing on these here. Jacksonville Jaguars, don't care about DJ Dallas. The one thing I'm looking out for them is, are they going to trade Brian Thomas Jr.? I've heard they're not entertaining it, but
We'll see how that Travis Hunter turns
Travis
out
Hunter,
as well.
Listen, I called him being a bust. I'm going to die on that hill.
He got hurt, right?
Yep, bust.
I
Good-
think
gr-
they signed better.
Good at all things. Maybe not great at one.
I think
You'll
they
see.
signed a better Travis Hunter when they signed Jacoby Myers, but that's just my take. These here Titans have been busy. Mitch Trubisky, sure, he's a solid backup. Wan'Dale Robinson is the one that sticks out the most for me because he is a
Good
It's
pickup.
a lot of money.
he's a PPR machine. That is a lot of money. I don't know that I would have paid him that much, but for a young quarterback, Wan'Dale Robinson is just open. He's always open. He's the stereotypical.
He was on the Giants, right?
Yeah, he was. He was like the stereotypical Austin Collie kind of guy where he's just like running down the seams in the slot, always open. Hopefully, Peyton Manning doesn't get him concussed 3 years in a row. But Wan'Dale Robinson's going to be. I think he's going to be a really good player for them. Thoughts?
That's what I got. I think that's made some nice moves. I don't really think there's much to touch on here with the Broncos. I mean, I think J.K. Dobbins, interesting pickup.
They just re-signed him because I think he got hurt last year, I believe.
Yeah, interesting pickup in the sense of what's he gonna do for them this year? Like, is he gonna actually be a game changer? I feel like J.K. Dobbins, one of those guys that's never quite fully clicked to his full potential in the NFL.
Yeah,
So
he just
I'll be
can
interested
never
if it
stay
happens.
healthy.
Didn't he do his ACL or no, his Achilles?
That was Najee. He's done his Achilles in the past.
Oh, and Eckler, right?
Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking of.
J.K. Dobbins has done, I believe, his Achilles and his knee in a couple different ways.
Iron Man.
So, where do y'all stand on this? I'm personally happy that the Chiefs got Kenneth Walker because I don't have to worry about Jeremiah Love anymore. I'd much rather them have Kenneth Walker, who has proven he can't really stay healthy. I mean, don't get me wrong, Super Bowl MVP, really good into the season last year, but on his career, he's proven that he can't necessarily stay healthy.
I agree. Here's the thing. I was never really worried about Jeremiah Love like a lot of people were. I didn't see a world where he slid to the Chiefs at 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Okay,
Never.
I
a
think
lot of that worry was before he ran like a 4.3 in the 40 or whatever.
I think Jeremiah Love's going probably no
Top
higher
5.
than 6 is my guess.
Well, the Chiefs have like 8. Like no higher than
Yeah.
6.
Or sorry, no lower than 6. Like he's going
okay.
in the top 6 picks.
I see what I'm saying.
Is my opinion. I'm not sure if it's one of the top 6 teams that currently have a pick, but I just don't see him getting past pick number 6.
I think Chiefs have to splash on their defense in the draft as well. I mean,
Well, they got to reload in a lot of
I mean, hey,
spaces. What's his name?
Travis Kelce is back, surprising a little bit to some.
Yeah, but
I
isn't
mean, he just seems like he's over the hill.
isn't Rashee Rice like back in trouble again?
Probably.
yeah, bro.
I think he,
I feel like the Kenneth Walker trade is incredible. Like, it takes so much pressure off Mahomes. They're in win
Kenneth
now.
Walker's
He's
good
ready to
pickup.
go.
It's a
Like,
very
I
solid pickup.
think it's an awesome landing spot. Like, he could honestly, who knows?
yeah, okay. Kansas City Chiefs, Rashee Rice served 6-game suspension to start 2025 season, reinstated but faces potential further and more severe suspension in 26 due to repeated domestic assault. So this guy's just a scumbag. He's just kind of a piece of shit. If that's true.
Wide receiver 1.
If he's not actually guilty of the domestic allegations, I will maybe walk it back. But if
I
he
will
is,
say-
out of the league.
I do admire his ability to immediately just pick up where he left off though this past season. Just jump
Dude.
right back in.
He's
What
like
you mean causing
he's
causing
literally-
problems off the field?
He's severance. He walks onto the football field. He's like, "Oh, I scored touchdowns." He walks off the field. He's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I
it's
crashed my car."
balling out.
This is what I do when I'm not playing football. I crash my car.
Yeah.
When I play football. I catch touchdowns. He's severance.
Now, and speaking of car crashes, let's move on down to our Las Vegas Raiders.
I think Henry Ruggs can get reinstated in the next year. Speaking of,
He honestly, I don't think Henry Ruggs' career in the NFL is over yet,
no,
folks.
me
Oh
neither.
my gosh.
Me neither. Henry,
So-
He's even
Henry
running
Ruggs
sprints
is
in the
eligible
prison
for
yard.
parole August 5th
Oh God!
of this year.
All right.
Also,
Someone find that Saban quote.
3 to 10 years of a sentence for a DUI resulting in death is about as NFL like handcuffs
Insane.
get. If one of us did that, we would not see the light of day for 20 years.
Now what would have happened if someone would have taken his keys? What would have happened
All right,
if he
all right,
would have had a
Nick Saban.
teammate?
He might not have liked you very much, But he wouldn't be sitting there. A lot of lives wouldn't be ruined.
Ridiculous.
The Raiders.
It is true. Take your friend's keys.
Linderbaum.
Don't let him drive 100 miles per hour drunk down a highway, folks. Don't do that.
That the least you could do, guys. The Linderbaum pickup, though. I mean, you got to think with Mendoza coming in like that. That is just very, very smart.
I mean, but
feel
look
like.
at everything else they've done. Linderbaum, Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Taron Johnson.
Yeah.
Matt Gay sucks. That was a waste of money. But, I mean, if you go Jalen Naylor down to Taron Johnson, those are all good deals. I mean, they needed Kwity Paye. I don't think Kwity Paye is good, but they needed him.
I like what they're doing this offseason. They're giving me some hope. I think Tom Brady's probably played a big part of this. Obviously, you can clearly tell it's got the Tom Brady imprint on it.
Tom Brady hasn't been there yet. He's been doing other shit. He's put a Guerrero in his place to just be kind of a narc for him while he can't be there.
Listen, he's had a big part in that Tyler Linderbaum pickup. That's a fact. I can't quote my sources. It's a private source close to the podcast. They don't want to.
I'll show you exactly how it happened. Hey, Tyler, it's Tom Brady. You want $81 million? Sure, Tom. Be there soon.
And he said, and I think Tom may have made a promise to him, hey, if Fernando goes down, I'll step in. I think that may have been something that was said. Tyler Linderbaum's been looking to play with an elite quarterback that is going to win him a Super Bowl for some time. So, the Tom Brady effect might be there. And Lamar is an elite quarterback.
If you
but will never win a Super Bowl.
$1 million to me to play center, I don't give a fuck who's behind me. I'm just going to snap the ball back there and count my money. I don't care who is behind me.
Well, I'm be honest. I think they probably built in a $10 million gambling into that. So it's really a $71 million contract. He's like, listen, if you bring me to Las Vegas, I need $10 million extra because I'm gonna.
He gets a residency. He gets a residency at the Bellagio.
Mars's residency bill.
No,
and boys, I gotta run. Unfortunately.
Do you wanna talk your Panthers really quick?
Why not? Yeah.
I'll slide down and then we can
think they're probably at the bottom.
Here you go. Y'all got Kenny Pickett? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we've been busy. I know a lot of the news has been on Jalen Phillips. I didn't know he tore his Achilles apparently 2 years ago, so we'll see how that goes. He's supposed to be. Yeah, he's supposed to be a leader. And honestly, same with Devin Lloyd. Everyone seems super, super high on him. But I mean, this is just like music to Panthers' ears, I feel like, because it's a young offensive core. I feel like we do need a few more weapons, but, Leggett might come good this year. We'll see. Like I said, Jonathan Brooks is also coming back, so I think Canales, being an offensive-minded guy, the offense is going to be just fine. But the defense, man, you add this to a pretty decent team last year. I mean, compared to the year before, who knows? Who knows what we do next year? Linebacker was definitely the problem, and I feel like that's not completely cleared up, but definitely a lot better than last year. So, what do you guys think? I need a non-biased perspective.
I love the Jalen Phillips move. I like him a lot. I don't know why you're wasting money with Kenny Pickett. I mean, I guess it's $4 million, so what does it matter? Isaiah Simmons is a guy that everyone was super high on out of the draft. Clemson guy. Went to the Cardinals. His biggest issue was they didn't know if he was supposed to be an outside backer or a safety. If y'all can just get him in a position and let him work towards it, I do think he could come good. I like him. He's fast. He's athletic. But Jalen Phillips is the big news here. And then I'd also count Jonathan Brooks being healthy as a signing because he's got 9 carries through 2 years so far.
I like the Jalen Phillips pickup. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you guys haven't done anything that's really turned you into a Super Bowl contender quite yet. Maybe doing some other things will. But I think that's a step in the right direction. The team, I think you need to have a really strong draft this year. But
apparently Devin Lloyd is bringing like a locker room factor as well.
We better be. You signed a $45 million deal for him. Better bring. I can be a locker room.
If that's what you're saying about a $45 million year, I think you should have a lot of concerns.
I'll take $41 million less and be a better locker room guy. How about that, Panthers? Your move.
Listen,
it's Jags fans who are saying that he was building the culture.
Devin, is this the same Devin Lloyd? No, I'm thinking of Devin White. I'm not sure if I even know who Devin Lloyd is.
He's a bowler,
Yeah.
apparently.
All right.
Well, all right, Chuck. Enjoy dinner. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah.
We'll don't end it for all.
Yeah,
Just
good.
for you.
Good talking. And yeah, we'll hit that mock draft and talk some March Madness as well
Yeah.
next week.
Sounds good.
All right, adios.
Later, man.
Peace, Charlie.
Ev.
See you this weekend.
See ya.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on? We'll just put a pause on the rest of the NFC until next week. I'm sure there'll be more moves to discuss, but that way, because I know you got to jump in 30. That way, it gives some time to talk a little hoop, talk a little round ball.
Perfect. Yeah, no, let's do that. I mean, the Chargers, we jumped off there. They haven't really done a whole lot of re-signing with the Chargers.
They re-signed.
They brought in Cole Strange.
Yeah, it just got super dark over me. I'll be right. Let's turn this up. I didn't realize how dark my picture got. So as of right now, how many spots do we have? We're shifting gears hard now. March Madness is upon us. Next week, Ev,
Wait, but boom,
you'll
before we jump into March Madness here, I got two things. First, I'm excited to do a mock draft. We'll do a mock draft after we wrap up the free agency next week, and maybe we'll get two shows in next week to do a March Madness tournament breakdown after all the things come out on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then before the tournament starts on Thursday and Friday because we'll be busy. Let's maybe do a we'll just crank out the half of the NFL, update things there. And then my other thing, holy fuck, Jason Tatum's back. That's a real problem for the rest of the NBA. Yes, but let's talk into the important thing. It is March. Basketball. Continue what we were saying. Sorry for my quick interruption there.
No, you're good. Yes, Jason Tatum being back. Whatever peptides.
And he looks good.
He did look good. Whatever peptides he has been getting, I need you to fly them up to Indianapolis. Halliburton, you stay on ice until next year because I want Debanza. But let's get DJ. Let's get DJ some of these peptides. So far, we have, I'm looking here, six tournament spots punched so far. Who are they? Let me just go to ESPN's tracker. March Madness is in full swing right now. Let's see. Who do we got today? We have the America East Conference USA, the Northeast Conference Tournament. The ACC kicked off today. The Big 12 kicked off today. BYU is taking it to Kansas State. Who else is kicked off today? The Southland, Horizon. So we've got a lot going on. 6 teams have punched their bids thus far. High Point back in the mix. North Dakota State back in the mix. Queens University, 10 minutes down the road from me. They were D2 just 3 or 4 seasons ago. First ever bid or first ever tournament. That's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to get absolutely smoked. But good for them. Long Island. Ev, have you heard about this Long Island team? They're actually in Brooklyn, but the Long Island Sharks or something. You know how a lot of basketball teams, like the cheerleaders, will do this for your home's free throw? They have a guy that leads their student section that right before their team shoots free throws, he just says, "Fins up!" And they all put fins up. It's actually fucking hilarious to watch. It's like instead of
I might have to check in on that.
Yeah, they just fins up, and it's a Big Cat was talking about it on Pardon My Take. The games are in Brooklyn, and they're just free to go to. If you want to just go catch a game, they're just free to go check out.
I do have a girlfriend that lives in New York City. Maybe I'll have to look into that next year.
Why are they called Long Island University? Doesn't make any sense. The last couple tickets that have been punched, Northern Iowa back in the mix. Y'all might remember them from upsetting Ev's Kansas Jayhawks way back in the day, and then the Furman Paladins. And Tennessee State. So that's who have punched their tickets thus far. We have so much basketball to watch in the next just 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. My Selection Sundays show. Listen to this, though. I'll tell you what. Do you guys remember that guy named Jack Golke? Played for Oakland.
Yes.
Jack Golke. March Madness. There is a guy like him named Parker. I want to say, I could be getting his first name, Parker Johnston. Word to the last name Johnston, representing it well. listen, High Point might be a team you guys might want to consider putting some money on to win a game. If we can get this guy firing on all cylinders. What?
Chase Johnston.
I don't know where I got Parker from. But, Chase Johnston it is. Listen, that's something to keep your eyes on, folks. We got another Jack Olke. So
this guy is
something to keep your eyes on.
0 for 4 on the season from inside the three-point line. And he's shooting like 38%
incredible
from
statistic.
outside the three-point line. Yeah, that guy's going to be awesome.
And they're usually pretty contested.
Yeah. High Point's been a fun team to watch. Ev, I'm gonna do something crazy here. Not really crazy. I'm gonna run through something. We have not prepped this. Of the major conferences, I'm gonna give you the conference. You tell me who's gonna win that conference tournament. Got it?
All right.
SEC.
Florida.
I also think it's Florida. I think Tennessee could make a shout if that Ahmet, whatever his name is, if he can get involved. Big Ten.
Yep.
Who's winning that one?
I'm going to go Michigan.
Yeah. I
want to go Illinois, but I think I'm going to go Michigan.
Illinois is one of those teams everyone has been super excited on and has talked a lot about. Every game I've watched with them, they have not looked good. Like the last game I watched was that Maryland game. I'm just not seeing it. I might agree with you on Michigan winning the Big Ten tournament, but my take on that is they will not go the farthest of any Big Ten team. I do think Michigan State and or Illinois will go farther than them. But I'm going to take Michigan State to win the Big Ten tournament. Actually, I've changed my mind. I do agree. Or since you took Tennessee, you took Florida, I'll take Tennessee. ACC, this one's chalk. It's Duke and Duke versus the field. If you have the bet, Duke or the field, still take Duke.
I will not be taking Duke. I will be taking UNC out of pure spite for Duke.
Caleb Wilson out for the season, though.
I will be taking UNC out of pure spite for Duke.
Big 12. This is the best conference by far. There's so many good teams.
It's not even remotely close.
No, it's not.
Who the best conference is.
I don't care. So, like right now, bracketology has the Big 12 getting 8 teams and the SEC getting 11. People are going to say SEC bias. I haven't watched enough SEC like deep into the middle of the conference. But if you just go top to top, the Big 12 with Arizona, Kansas, Iowa State. Who am I forgetting? There's one I'm forgetting. Kansas, Arizona, Iowa State, Houston. That's who I was forgetting.
Houston, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. And then even BYU has looked fine. I mean, no Richie Saunders. It's going to obviously hurt them. No JT Toppin, which is the saddest news of all time. I love watching him play. But who's going to win?
I've been high on him for a year.
You have. Who's going to win this Big 12 conference tournament?
So here's the thing, folks. The best player in the country and probably the best college basketball player we've seen, and I'm going to put this out there, and I'll die on this hill in the last 10 years, is Darren Peterson.
Stop it. He's
the best college basketball player.
He's maybe the most talented from a shot making, from a most technically sound. But Cooper Flagg was unreal.
He is the best basketball player we've seen in the last 10 years, and here's why. Is he going to be the most well known, or who would I rather have on my team? Abso-fucking-lutely not. But if that guy is playing his basketball, and when he is so talented. Like, he is in another atmosphere, even than a Cooper Flagg. A Cooper Flagg works really hard in a lot of it, but from a raw talent standpoint, there's no one better in the last 10 years. That guy literally plays basketball because he thinks, he's like, oh, shit, I'm actually good at this, and just decides to go out there and play. Like, it's like, I can't not play because I'm, like, too good. If he started, like, playing basketball, he's going to be a real problem. So maybe he starts liking to play basketball for the tournament. So we'll see. We'll see. So that's something you got to keep your eye on.
Yeah, I've heard this take a lot, that he doesn't like basketball. He is too gifted at... Let me pause. He is not the crazy quick guy. He's not the crazy big guy. He's not the crazy strong guy. He's not the crazy jumps out of the gym guy. He is the most technically sound. You're not born technically sound. You have to love something enough for you to put that many hours. I honestly don't think he doesn't love basketball. I just don't think he wants to be in college. I think he knows how much money he's making, and he just doesn't want to get hurt and he doesn't want to play in college anymore. I think he loves basketball.
I don't know. I maybe I'm wrong. Just there's another way of going about it than the way he is to show that.
That's fair.
Which is why I think he's a rare exception. I think he, for whatever reason, the dude just has the best like basketball mind we've ever seen from a raw. Like just naturally, just knows exactly what to do. Like it just comes to him naturally. Like he's almost a basketball savant. Is kind of how I look at this guy.
He's just a dead-eye shooter too. Like when he gets in his rhythm, he's unguardable. He's unstoppable. I agree with you. I think he's.
I don't know. And for it,
go ahead.
It just looks so fucking natural to him though.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not like that's the thing. Like it all like. When you look at shooters, like it's like hard to explain. Like it looks like he's just so not trying. Like even some of the best shooters of all times, it looks like they're trying and they've looked like they've perfected it. Him, it just looks effortless. Like him just playing is so effortless. Like and it could be because of that and like that he doesn't want to play. I'm coming to this opinion, but for whatever reason, him just being that naturally good and technically good just looks different than anything I've seen in years. It just doesn't really make sense for him to be that good. He's like, I can just do whatever I want in this basketball court.
Yeah,
that's kind of where my mindset comes from.
I hear you,
and it makes no sense.
He's the best player in this draft for sure. I think he's the best player in college.
There's no, it's not even a close second. It's does he want to play? Becomes the question.
I do think Debanza is a next level elite. If I have the first overall pick, though, I'm taking Debanza again as the Pacers because he fits better in that system. If I have the first overall pick and I don't have a guard, I mean, I love Debanza, and I've been selling myself on him all season. I've been embracing the tank for him all season. Darren Peterson's a better player, and he's a better shooter. He's better with the ball in his hand. He's not quite the physical athlete, but like Steph Curry's not the physical athlete. And he's been just fine. That said, who here is winning this Big 12?
I'm gonna ride with my mom's KU Jayhawks. Let's go Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Yeah, I've got to ride with my favorite college basketball team as of the last 2 years, and that's the Iowa State Cyclones. I know when they're away from Hilton, they're just not as good, but I've been on Iowa State pretty much since the beginning of last season. They had a big time player get hurt right before the tournament. The Milan Mamjanovic, whatever his last name is, that guy's awesome. Just number 22, white guy, just jacks threes. I love Iowa State. In all reality, Arizona's going to win this. I think Arizona's probably the best team in the country as well. So we'll see.
You guys can count on this. An Iowa State exit before the Sweet 16.
You probably can. I didn't pick them to win the tournament. I picked them to win the Big 12 tournament.
I know. I'm just letting you know they are not going to make it to the Sweet 16 this year.
I think
at the most.
It's so hard to say because we haven't seen the brackets. God, when we talk to y'all next week, we will have brackets in our hands, and I can't fucking wait.
All of hundreds of them.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to figure out right now in my office pool because I run that. I'm trying to figure out if we should do two max entries, $20 buy-ins each, or 3 max entry, $15 buy-in each to get more brackets
20.
involved.
2? No. Honestly, I'm of the opinion, and if it's a bracket or if it's with your friends, there should only be 1 bracket buy-in. That's my personal opinion.
I agree with you, but for an office pool, if we can make it more approachable for people that don't pay attention, and I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to increase the purse, if you will.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's understandable.
For the
You're trying to steal money from the idiots.
Yes, 100%. It's funny though.
But the problem is, the idiots always win. It's like I've never come close to winning, and I never will because I think about it too much. I'm going to put too much effort into it, and I'm just going to be upset.
The closest I've ever come to winning was last year, and Houston decided to blow that lead against Florida in the championship.
They also had the greatest comeback in the history of basketball, arguably. Also, speaking of comebacks, actually, sorry, golf track. Shout out the USA hockey team. Fuck you, Canada.
Yes.
Just that didn't get thrown in there. So fuck you, Canada. Not only do we own basketball, we now own
since 1980.
Yeah. Listen. Fuck Canada.
But so the funny thing about the brackets, there's this one family. Shout out the Agnews, love y'all. There's this one family. The mom works with me at Gallagher, and in the 4 years I've run the pool, her son has won it twice, her husband's won it once, and I think her cousin won it the other year. So every year I just pay out the purse to Janet, and she figures it out to who to send it to in her family. They're just taking Gallagher.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the Agnews have they're the Tom Brady Agnews. They just have a monopoly on Gallagher bracketology. Last one, Ev, that we'll probably touch on here. Big East. What do you think? The Big East is kind of boring to me. There's 3 teams, and I don't think any of them are that good.
Do I just go with who I just feel like it's going to be? But I don't. It's like a boring answer.
It's hard for me to pick UConn after I just saw them lose to Marquette, who is absolutely dreadful. But then I remember they beat the absolute dog piss out of St. John's. So
yeah, see, that's who I want to pick is St. John's. My problem is, I think UConn's really good, and it's Danny. It's a Hurley team. And UConn might be my national championship pick this year, and I don't know why. I just kind of feel like they're going to weirdly win it. So I'm going to go St. John's to win this term.
Yeah, I'm taking St. John's as well. I just don't think UConn has that guy, that Stephon Castle, that Donovan Clingan. Even going back to like Shabazz Napier and Kimba. I can't believe I just forgot Kimba's name. They just don't have that kind of guy.
Well, under Hurley, they haven't really needed that guy. Like Stephon Castle, really wasn't that. Like he was good, but he didn't take over the tournament like a Shabazz or a Kemba did. Like
yeah, but
they rely on just good team basketball.
He took over that championship game, not from a scoring perspective, but Braden Smith. Yeah. When there's an athletic guard, shout out to Titus because he's had this take for 3 years now. Braden Smith is unbelievable at the position of point guard in college basketball. The second you get an athletic guy covering him, he's shitting down his leg, without stopping, just diarrhea down the pant leg.
I've been there. It's no fun.
Can't swim in a pool for 7 days.
Listen, that I heard it's 14 days, and I'm going to be honest. We got to address this.
Yeah.
If anybody in the world is following the rule, you can't swim if you've had diarrhea in the 14 days. Nobody should be at pools.
Pools would go extinct.
Yeah, like I don't trust anyone that hasn't had diarrhea in the last 14 days. You're doing something wrong.
I don't trust. Yeah. What do you? Yeah. What kind of?
Do you drink? Like, have you not had one bad day?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Give me your dark horse team in this tournament, Ev. Anybody that you like?
Listen. What a Cinderella story it would be if the Cornhuskers from Lincoln, Nebraska made a run, having never won an NCAA tournament game ever in their history, come into this tournament and make a run. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Give me Nebraska as my dark horse. They're probably going to lose in the first round now that I said that and still be for all time winning games. But give me Nebraska.
UC Irvine is who they have projected right now according to Lunardi.
All right.
I think that's the Anteaters.
Sounds like a team that can shoot. Sounds like a dangerous team that can shoot. Don't know anything about UC Irvine though.
I've bet on them a couple times. I couldn't tell you how many times I've won. I think my dark horse team this year is the Arkansas Razorbacks. And I can tell you exactly why. I watched the double overtime game against Alabama, and Darius Acuff is awesome. He is a certified flamethrower, the kind of guy that can get hot for 6 games in a row or whatever it is, and just carry a team. I honestly think whoever gets him in the draft is going to get him at like 6 or 7 and walk away with potentially one of the top 2 players in the draft. There's nothing he can't do on a basketball court, and he's the kind of guy that can catch fire like a Kemba or slightly different, but like a Kemba type player and just like drag a team to the Final Four. The one thing that makes me nervous about it is they've got this guy named Coach Cal that is calling the shots, and we've all seen him in the tournament.
Yeah, that's a detriment to that whole team. You're just waiting for him to fuck something up. It's going to happen. It's just, does he fuck something up and you can recover from it? Or are you just fucked? That's just kind of how Coach Cal goes.
I'm looking at it now. The Philadelphia region of the first round is obviously all this is going to change. There's going to be bid stealers. There's going to be people that fall off. There's going to be people that make runs. I can already see this. North Carolina is projected against Miami, Ohio. North Carolina has no Caleb Wilson. 6-11, Miami, Ohio upsets them as the 11 seed. The Purdue Boilermakers at number 3 beat the Hofstra Pride at 14. And if we see an undefeated Miami, Ohio as an 11 seed matched up against the number 3 Purdue, hammer the money line. It's already written. I don't think University of Miami, Ohio is good. I actually think they're pretty bad. I've just watched this Purdue movie 100 million times. And it's the easiest bet that you can possibly make.
Always bet against Purdue. Here's the rule, guys. Black and gold teams do not do well in the tournaments. For those of you out there wondering which teams those are, that's going to be your Georgia Techs. I know these colors aren't exactly, but around these colors. Georgia Tech, not good in tournaments. Wake Forest, abysmal in tournaments. Vanderbilt, not good in tournaments. Purdue, not good in tournaments. If any of those teams are a high seed and playing somebody, bet against them.
Iowa's the other one.
Yeah, I was not great either.
You know who else I'm Go ahead.
Iowa at an 11 seed is dangerous. You don't want to play an 11 seed Iowa team. That's not a good team to play.
I'll tell you who's a dangerous 11 seed that also wears black and gold. Maybe the best black and gold college basketball team we've got as far as March Madness success goes, and it's the VCU Rams. That's the only black and gold team. I mean, Purdue's got the Final Four run and the tournament, the final run a couple years ago. But they recruit at such a different level than some of these other teams.
Yeah.
You know who this is just? I'm just looking at Lenardi's projections now. You know who I have not watched a minute of and is a 10 seed in this tournament? Texas. I haven't watched a single minute of Texas Longhorns basketball. And you know who? While we're talking about teams, I guess not even talking about it. You know who I'm ready to just be done with? I'm over the Gonzaga Bulldogs. You had your shots.
They suck.
Go away.
Fuck Gonzaga. Just stay in Spokane and leave everyone else alone.
Yeah, or join a real conference. I think they're finally joining the Pac-12, is what I read. They're finally going to take the leap to join the Pac-12 3 years after it's been disemboweled.
I was going to say, who's even in the Pac-12?
Oregon State and Washington State, maybe? Although Oregon State and Washington State were playing in the West Coast Conference tournament.
I don't even know what the conferences are anymore. No. We've got to just redo this shit. It's so stupid. Someone's got to reevaluate it.
There should be a southeast,
I think I should run the NCAA.
A northeast and northwest. Call it a day. Quad boxes.
I'm going to maybe consider proposing something to, I don't know who I need to get in front of, but I'm going to set up the formulas for everything. I'll figure it all out. There'll be no issues. The problem is they don't have sports fans running conferences and the scheduling.
No,
I took care of that. No, listen. There would be game slots for everybody to watch all the games. That way, I could watch every single game. It'd be fine. You just have to establish that. That's the biggest problem in the NCAA. I could fix it in a month and a half.
You know what else I've also noticed? Taking away the ex-players, because they obviously have love for the game. Outside of NFL and college football, I feel like we have a pandemic in America of people that are commentating and writing about these sports, outside again of the players that played, that just don't like the sport. Basketball specifically is the biggest one. The people that write for ESPN or The Athletic or whatever, they just don't like basketball. And that's such a great point. The people that make these conference rules, they don't even watch football.
No. They couldn't tell you what time the kickoff is on Sunday or Saturday. They might know what time the kickoff is on Saturday because they put it there. They don't know what time the NFL games are playing on Sunday. They have no idea.
No. They've never seen an 11 a.m. kick Central Time at Northwestern. You know what I mean?
No.
They've never gotten up for that game. I've gotten up for that game.
No.
I got up for the Holy War that kicked off at 8 a.m. local. You remember that?
I was up at 2:30 in the morning to watch South Carolina play Clemson in Australia. People don't do that. It's not normal. It's called being a fan.
I did the exact same thing in New Zealand 2 years ago. Watched it on crack streams.
It's what you do as a fan.
Yeah.
These people don't get it. And listen,
I didn't wake up my fiance.
Yeah, I was sitting in a hot tub with my laptop, almost dropped it twice. Then I had to get out of the hot tub. But that's
worth it. But I do know you gotta run. Do you have anything else? Listen, we're so close to real brackets.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm sure I will see you. I know I will see you this weekend. I'm excited for the wedding. everybody you can look forward to next week. The more I talk it through, do I have a crazy week next week? Yes, but we'll try to figure it out. We got St. Patty's Day, so maybe a St. Patty's Day, a brief conversation to.
Oh, that's a week from today.
Yeah. Maybe we'll break down, just have a quick recap of fantasy or the free agency. Maybe run a quick mock draft, quick hour call on St. Patrick's Day for everybody, and then we do have a pre-tournament call show hopefully next Wednesday as well. So
we've got to get a pre-tournament show.
That's gonna be our plan.
We got to fill out a podcast bracket. A lot of y'all might not know this. I know some of y'all that have been on it early. About a year ago, almost to the day, I think the day was Thursday. I flew out to Dallas, and Evan and I tore it up in the city, and we first had the idea of the podcast a year ago today. There's some lost tapes out there that we recorded, blackout sober. So we'll see what those look like. Maybe we'll give those a listen this weekend in Charleston and just see what we said. But
yeah, listen, and here's a promise: if we ever can go full time with this, we will release those tapes. Well, actually, no, because we might not be able to go full time anymore. So maybe not. Yeah. Those will come out eventually at some point if we go big time. Maybe when we retire, we can share those with the world.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah,
that might get me divorced before I even get married, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Until then, Ev, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you on Thursday. Enjoy your pod hotel in Seattle, and thanks to the people tapping in. It's been fun. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, peace, everybody.
Later.